I was looking for a wireless thermometer, so I contacted Crosse Technologies. They sent me 2 probes and a transmitter receiver so that I could test out the temperature in the house, outside, and down in the crawl space. It also tests out humidity. So let me show you how to set it up, and then we will do some tests. Let me start off by talking about the transmitter receiver here. You pop this little antenna up, and then it has a power adapter under here, and then this just plugs up to the Ethernet for your internet, and this just of course goes into the power. Now it has one button here that will allow you to sync the probe to the receiver here. This is what a probe looks like. So the company sent 2 of these. Now this one does have the 6-foot cord, so I can stick this outside and find out what the temperature is. And so that attachment goes down here, and you just hook it up down here where the batteries go. The other one does not have that, it's just the unit itself. The display has a rotating display, so like 68, 54% humidity, 69 on the probe where I was just holding it, and then it just goes back and forth. So it has those 3 on there. And then it has brackets that we're going to be using here in just a moment, so I can mount this on the wall. Please excuse my wild tangle of cords down here. So I'm going to take this Ethernet cable and plug that up here, and then plug the power in. And that's all we have to do for a moment. Now the original setup, you will have to push your button down here to sync everything up. But since I've already done that, I won't have to do it right now. Like I was saying, one probe is already down in the crawl space, but I'm going to go ahead and get the other probe here on the back door so that we can see what temperature it is, both inside and outside. I have the bracket on now. I just use 1 screw. I'll put more if I have to, but that's going to be good enough, I believe, for what I'm going to be using it for. Now the other side I want to put outside here. For the time being, I'm just going to strap this over this light here, and I think that should be sufficient for an outside probe. I've given the sensor just a moment to acclimate to the outside temperature. 52% humidity, 49.6 degrees out, and 68 inside. So far everything you've seen has been wired, so let's check out the wireless. You can download the Crosse mobile app here. Your startup screen. And there are a few things you have to do to set up this part, which the instructions will guide you through. It's pretty simple. But I've got crawlspace, and it shows that it's 54 degrees down there, 83% humidity. That's pretty high. Probably need to go open up some vents down there and let that out. So you can go back to devices, and let's see, the outside temperature is the one I just set up. So it says 68.4 inside, 51 outside, humidity 52. That's very cool. And you can set up multiple devices as you go. So let's go back to the crawl space, and let's take a look at a chart. So you can see that, let's see, blue is humidity. It's maintaining pretty close to 80, which that's too much for a crawl space down there. But also the temperature has maintained a very steady 54 or so, which is pretty awesome. So let's go to the inside here, which it's been inside for a while now. And our temperatures have been fluctuating between 68 and what is that, like 62. So anyway, that's pretty awesome to have a time like that. So you can see, you can also go into table mode, and it shows you the exact time that the temperature was read, and go from there. Now in the settings, you can change the sensor interval. So if I didn't want it to be every 5 minutes, which uses more battery, you could say every 30 minutes. Or if you wanted to change some other things, you can as well. I've been using this setup now for over a month, and I am very pleased with it. The only thing that I've found that is a little bit annoying is there's a slight noise that comes from the transmitter receiver. And so if the computer is off and it's real quiet in there, you can hear just a kind of a staticky sound. But other than that, everything has worked quite well. Now you can set up email alerts so that, let's say, the power goes out or if a sensor battery dies, you know that it's not working anymore. The email will alert you, and I think you can even set up some other alerts in there by email. Also, you can do text message as well. So if you are in the market for a wireless thermometer, then I do recommend checking out the Crosse technology. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.